You say you want more success, better habits, and more productivity, but then you get upset when these things are actually not happening and you wonder why. But here's the thing, how are they actually going to happen if you're acting like your own personal mean girl? I did not realize how much of my inner world and inner talk was affecting everything. I was critical, doubtful of myself, and honestly would second guess every single decision and my self worth. And why wouldn't I? I literally did this growing up and it became a habit. I thought the issue was discipline or motivation or just consistency, but all of that can't happen if the way I'm talking to myself is just cruel. It came to the point where I started noticing these little habits, like I would overthink every single decision and I would doubt my every move and need someone else to validate it. I would even talk myself out of opportunities or self sabotage relationships just because I thought I wasn't worth it. And did I know consciously that I thought this? Probably not. It was subconscious, but all of the subconscious stuff started affecting the way I talked about myself, the way I thought about myself, and then eventually the way I acted. And my therapist was like, girl, this isn't a productivity issue, it's a self trust issue. And I was like, huh. This brutal truth really helped me realize why I couldn't stick to certain routines or why I couldn't build meaningful relationships or advocate for myself. Eventually, I realized I don't feel safe in my own mind. And honestly, half the stuff that I would say to myself, I probably wouldn't say to a close friend or someone I cared about. Here are the things I did to help me get out of that mindset and shift into a framework that actually helped me build that self confidence. And I wasn't using fake positivity, I was just being supportive, like a mother would a child. So instead of saying things like, I can't do this, I would reframe it to, I'm learning how to do this. Or instead of saying, I always mess up, I would say things like, I'm figuring this out and that's okay. And that reframe really helped shape my brain, and eventually those thoughts that would be negative that came to my mind automatically started switching into more positive. Some other things I did that helped with this were when I said I would do something, I would do my best to make it happen. I also just spoke to myself like someone I actually cared about. I was like, why am I saying this about myself if it's not true? Eventually, I started noticing more consistency, more confidence, more willingness to even take action or risk, and trusting myself through the process. Your inner voice eventually becomes your reality. And if you don't change that narrative that you're saying in your head, that mean girl is going to stay with you through your entire life and continue to ruin things along the way. So don't let her.